Robert Elliott here. Wanted to talk today about the number one thing holding you back from achieving everything you want, whatever it is, whatever area in your life you want to achieve it. I want to talk today about what is actually holding you back. And I'm going to adjust my camera really quick here because it was tilted. So the number one thing, wait for it, is action, or rather lack of action, right? You can do all kinds of great learning. You can have all kinds of great skills and knowledge and experience and know-how, or hope and energy and dreams and piss and vinegar, so to speak. You can have all these amazing things, passion, the whatever it is, the energy, the desire to do something. However, if you don't take action, nothing happens, right? Without action, nothing happens. And I want to caveat this as well with something too, because we often have imposter syndrome. We have self-doubt. Oh, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? There's other people better than me out there. There's other smarter people. There's other whatever people out there. They'll do better. They'll do more. I can't do blank. Well, I got some news for you. There's actually a sliding scale of IQ. The smarter you get, actually, the less successful you might be, and actually likely are. Google this if you want to do some research on it. It's because you get into that overthinking paradigm. And often the people that are above a certain IQ will just be in the lab all the day, thinking about it, ruminating on it, studying it, learning it, playing with it, but never actually implementing it. That's why there is a curse for people with exponentially high IQs. Often there's no action. There's just thinking and tinkering and experimenting. So why do you care? Well, what happens is there may be someone smarter than you, more experienced than you, whatever. You might be less experienced or less knowledgeable, or you may be starting in the area. However, if you take action, because a lot of people don't take action. In fact, there's always things in life, even myself looking back at 2021, there was things I didn't take action in, or I procrastinated, or I delayed, or I'm not getting done till now, or I didn't get done to the end of the year, right? So the cool thing is, even if you're not the best at something, or the brightest at something, or the most advanced, or the most experienced, or the most knowledgeable, if you take action, by default, you're going to learn. And if you take action as well, by default, you're going to become more successful. Because while you're out there speaking your message and doing whatever it is you're doing, it could be exercising or starting your business or getting a promotion or being healthier or whatever it is, whatever you want to do, while other people are overthinking it or researching it to death, instead of learning and then doing, and then learning some more and doing some more, and then learning some more and then doing some more, right? And you're always calibrating, you're always adjusting, you're always getting feedback and growth. Maybe some things don't work. And remember, I got these from my office. I'm going to put them behind me. Remember, failure is simply a temporary state where the most valuable lessons are learned. I got a bunch of these cool plaques. Execute, put in the work and let your results do the talking. And then that creates success, right? It's a predictable result of hard work, patience, sacrifice, and I would also add perseverance and learning to put practice every day. There we go, guys. Taking action, practice, action. Taking action, doing better, learning more each and every day. So that's the thing. You don't have to be the best at something per se. Yes, aim to be great. Aim to always learn. Aim to always be better and make whatever you're doing better. But you don't have to be the best, because often people that are the best, sometimes they don't take action, or maybe they're whatever, but often people don't take action, or they wait, or they procrastinate. And if you take action now in 2022, this year, if you take action now, that's one step further towards what you want to have. So what I'd like you to do, instead of thinking all the failures or things you procrastinated on or didn't do, and instead of thinking about what I missed or what I didn't do, think about what you learned, how you grew stronger. Focus on how you benefited and what you learned and what didn't work, so that you can do what works in 22. Do things that are different. Try new things. Take actions. Take new risks. And yes, in 2021, don't focus on, however, look at what didn't work, and then decide, how can I make this better? I can guarantee you there's some actions you didn't take that you wanted to take, that if you took them, you would be much healthier, fitter, smarter, wiser, richer, sexier, more successful, whatever it is. I can guarantee there's some actions, just like myself in 2021, you didn't take or put to the last minute. And if you had taken them earlier, you would be way more successful or way happier and more fulfilled, you name it. So look at that. Look at what didn't work in 2021 and change that. There's no failure. There's only feedback, growth, and learning, right? If we fell off a bike once or twice and said, oh, well, that was 2 times, I guess I'm not meant to ride a bike. Or when learning to walk as a child, if we fell 2 or 3 times and said, oh, I guess I'll just crawl around forever, I'm not meant to walk, I can't walk. Wow. But as adults, for some reason, we forget that there's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. And it is one of the, as the plaque says, it's one of the best ways and one of the best places where one of the most valuable lessons are learned. So again, no failure, only feedback, growth, and learning. So do it. Take action. It's not going to be perfect the first time. If you expect it to, you're going to be let down. So instead of expecting to be perfect or great the first time, do your best. Expect it to be good and not perfect, because you'll always have a chance to reiterate, get feedback, and learn more and learn better, make it better. My videos, my courses, my trainings, my lessons, my coaching, my speaking, my talks, they weren't as good as they are now, and they're not as good as they're going to be in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. They weren't as good when I started, 10 years ago, right? They're much, much better now. I've grown because I did it. If I waited, my Facebook lives, my posts, my blogs, they weren't this good when I started, and they won't be as good as maybe another 5, 10, 15 years. They won't be as good because I'll know more, I'll do better, I'll grow. I'll maybe slow down how I speak or something, or I'll speak more passionately or less passionately or whatever. I'll learn a lesson, right? So that's my message to you. Take action. The number one thing holding you back from achieving everything you want is taking action. And remember, take action and you will overtake people who may be perceived as smarter, maybe they are, maybe perceived as brighter or more experienced, even if they are or not. But you're going to overtake people when you take action and just do the doing, because so many people let fear grip them and don't take the risks. Don't take big risks. And I'll air quote that. You don't take silly risks. However, take risk, take big risk. Right? No risk, no reward. Bigger risk, usually bigger reward. But again, make sure it's a calculated risk, a thought out risk, right? Think about it. Maybe get some advice from mentors, mentoring. That's my suggestion. Take some action this year. Even if it doesn't work, you will never have failed. You'll just found one more way that doesn't work, or one more way not to lose weight or get fit or get promoted or start a business or do marketing or do a video or whatever. So take action. That's it. Take action. The best thing is action. The only way to fail is being in inaction. The only way to fail is not taking action, because then you fail by default. You don't get what you want. And you're like, oh, I wish I did that. Or how much you have the grief, you have the regret, you live in regret. What's the cost of that? What's the cost of not having what you want, not taking action? See how it went, learning from what you do, learning from things that didn't work as well as you wanted, and having that regret. What's the cost of living in regret? Oh my God, it's crushing for a lot of people, living in regrets. Just take action. Live in screw it, let's do it, like Sir Richard Branson, or F it, like Justin Sterling, or live in just do it, like Nike, and scream that as you jump off the cliff in the water, or jump up the airplane, or call that customer, or go to the gym, or throw out the junk food, or make your big goals, or call that person, tell that person you love them, ask someone out on a date, whatever you want. Ask for a promotion, or in fact, tell someone you want a promotion, or tell someone you want a raise, or tell someone what you need to tell them. That's my message for today. Happy New Year. Hope you made it a great one. This is the biggest thing. Take action. It lives in action. And the best thing to do is take action. Whether it's A or B, you can't lose. The only way to lose truly is by not acting and not taking action. So take action. That's a number one thing that you can do to win, and number one thing holding you back, because you learn. And remember, a pilot doesn't know exactly how they're going to get from New York to LA. They don't, but they take action. Right? They correct for wind and weather and birds and turbulence and other planes, all kinds of stuff. But if they had worried about exactly what's going to happen, exactly how they're going to get there, or exactly worried, oh, it's got to be this way, or I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know where I'm going to get blown off course, or if I'm going to find some birds or turbulence, if they worry about that and don't take action, you'd never get to LA or the Caribbean or whatever, Europe or Southeast Asia, whatever it is, right? I would never gotten to Thailand and Vietnam and Cambodia, for example. Take action. The only wrong action is inaction. You can't take a wrong action, because you'll either be successful or you'll learn and grow and be able to pivot and then do what works and do more and more and more of what works. Take action. I think I've harped on that enough. Happy New Year. Make it your best year ever. Go make some kick-ass, big goals this year. As Tony Robbins says, there's no lazy or unmotivated people. There's only people with impotent goals and crappy small little goals. So go make some big goals that scare you a bit, make you uncomfortable. That's when you know it's a good goal and a big goal. And even if you don't get to it, you'll still be way, way further ahead than if you made a small, little, easy, achievable goal. Until next time, I'm James Robert Elliott. Stay tuned for more awesome stuff. Check out the YouTube channel if you want as well. James R. Elliott, Unleash Your Power. Just do a Google search on YouTube, and I'll have a special customized YouTube link coming for you next week as well, or just www.unleashyourpower.com. Or if you want to have a convo, James at unleashyourpower.com. Go have your best week ever and to your most successful year.